All right, what we have to do with this problem is determine which of these 5 expressions are examples of correctly factoring out negative 6x minus 12. To figure this out, what we're going to do is use a distributive property to rewrite each one of these expressions and select the ones that are equivalent to negative 6x minus 12. All right, here we have negative 6 times x, which is negative 6x. And then negative 6 times positive 2 is negative 12, which we can see is equivalent to the original expression. All right, here we have 6 times negative x, which is negative 6x. And 6 times negative 2 is negative 12, which is also equivalent to the original. All right, here we have negative 3 times 2x, which is also negative 6x. However, negative 3 times negative 4 makes positive 12, which is not equivalent to the original. Therefore, it is not a correct way to factor this out. All right, next we have 6 times x, which is 6x. And 6 times 2 is positive 12, which is not a correct way to factor this out. And for the last example, we have negative 2 times 3x, which is negative 6x. Negative 2 times positive 6 is negative 12, which is equivalent to the original. Therefore, this is a possible way to factor out the original expression.